Good morning, and today is the 20th of July 2026. This is the Defense Reports Wires Brief, your daily roundup on the latest defense, intelligence, and international security news. 3 U.S. servicemen were killed this weekend. 2 were killed in an Iranian attack on the U.S. base in Jordan, while another was killed during a controlled detonation of an Iranian drone in Iraq. The United States carried out its ninth night of strikes against Iranian targets since hostilities reignited. Iran's nuclear energy agency stated that the U.S. struck a construction site of a planned nuclear power plant in the southwest. During the weekend, Ukraine struck 2 warehouses of a Russian online store, Wildberries. Wildberries has been described as Russia's Amazon. However, on Wildberries, one can buy spools of fiber optic cable and body armor. Poorly equipped Russian soldiers are ordering their kit from the site. Ukraine stated that this was a legitimate target because of that. 8 people were killed and 62 were injured. At least 50 Malian soldiers were killed by Tuareg rebels and jihadists as they're leaving the strategic northern town of Anefis. At least 24 soldiers were also taken prisoner. Russian mercenaries were not part of the convoy, according to local sources. Recently, Mali declared that its forces with Russian mercenaries took control of the town, which is a key town before marching onto the city of Kadal. Pakistani border posts at Kurram were attacked by the Afghan Taliban with heavy weapons and mortars. Pakistan responded with mortars and light artillery. The attack was repelled. Pakistani authorities have attributed this attack to the Afghan Taliban and not Tehrik-e-Taliban Pakistan or the Pakistani Taliban. This is important because it indicates that tensions are rising again between Afghanistan and Pakistan, enough so for the Afghan Taliban to attack Pakistani positions and not hide behind the Pakistani Taliban who are enjoying sanctuary in Afghanistan. A direct confrontation, not a proxy confrontation. Controversy is brewing around South Korea's Defense Minister An Gu-bak's military service. His military service began on the 5th of November 1983, and he was discharged on the 31st of August 1985. At the time, territorial defense soldiers served 14 months, not 22. His accuser claims the discrepancy reflects an absence without leave lasting several months, a period of detention, and a subsequent order to complete additional service. An and the Ministry of National Defense said he never deserted his unit and attributed irregularities in his military record to administrative errors. A tanker was hijacked by Somali pirates in the Gulf of Aden. This is the second tanker to have been hijacked in the past 3 months, a signal that Somali piracy is on the return. Somali piracy essentially stopped 3 years ago, but with the increase in activity indicates it remains a cause for concern for the shipping industry. It may have returned due to the increased tensions with the Strait of Hormuz and the threat that the Red Sea will be under duress by Houthi rebels. Those concerns could lead to bigger payouts by the shipping companies. Andy Burnham was appointed as the UK's 7th Prime Minister in a decade. Burnham pledges that his government will set out a 10-year plan to put the country back in the right direction. Burnham has to increase defense spending due to the pledges made by his predecessor, Sir Keir Starmer. The government will most likely undergo a cabinet reshuffle, and it is unclear what Burnham will do on the defense portfolio. This has been today's Defense Reports Wires Brief. Have a good day. And don't forget to like, follow, share, and comment. It does help others find us. Cheers.